So I recently did a video where I was pointing out a discovery that someone on Facebook had made, and that was that there was a massive wood pile next to the little cubby house, so the kids couldn't possibly have been on the swings and at that location when Janie said they were. According to Janie, a lot of what the kids do focuses around that little playhouse, because she also spoke about them being beside that playhouse on the Thursday afternoon digging for worms. And I questioned that because, first of all, I didn't think it would have been the right time of year to be finding worms in the ground. And also, I pointed out, well, there's a massive wood pile there, so how could they be digging for worms right there next to the wood pile? On the other side, maybe, but the grass looked undisturbed. There were no patches that looked like they'd been dug up by anyone looking for worms, and there were also a bunch of boards up against the fence. So I had already questioned this digging for worms story. But from going through this latest lot of audio from Janie, I have more questions. So I have a few different clips to go through, which I think are going to raise more questions about this story of the children being out there digging for worms.
But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack, Bugs. They're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
So that was one of the first bits of information that anyone gave us about these children, that they are like best friends, they do everything together. They're not just like brother and sister. And Daniel's claiming that they like to even look for bugs together. So of course the question there is, was Janie tapping into this when she was saying that's what she saw them doing on the Thursday afternoon? Because I found that narrative to be just a little bit off. First of all, she'd been talking about the entire week, and she'd basically spoken about every other day as basically the kids were just playing outside. And then she got to Thursday afternoon and suddenly she's giving all these specifics, which to me seemed rather odd. And of course we have this story of them digging for worms next to the playhouse, when it doesn't appear that there is a location next to the playhouse where they would have been able to dig for worms. So I'll start with that bit of audio from Janie first.
Thursday, they were in town. When they came home, I came out of the trailer. Jack was sitting beside the little playhouse digging worms with Lily. Jack said, "Granny, I found a worm. Found a centipede." I said, "Good boy. You keep looking."
So the first time I addressed that comment, there were a few things that I pointed out. One of them was that Lily was a bit of an add-on to the action there. She talked about seeing Jack there in that location digging for worms, and then adds in with Lily. But then she relays a conversation that is entirely with Jack. So Lily only features very briefly with Lily, and then she reverts back to talking about Jack, which to me gave the impression that actually Lily wasn't with Jack at that point in time when he was supposedly digging for worms and found a worm and a centipede, which of course then called the whole story into question. Was it a made-up story because she forgot to add Lily into it, even though she's trying to imply that the pair of them were there together? To me, the conversation between her and Jack didn't ring true either. Like I said, this is a 4-year-old who has been reported as being developmentally delayed, essentially, at school. And yet he's having this complex conversation with her about worms and centipedes. So I questioned that. And you can go back and find this in one of my previous videos. I think it is the I Spy video. Now, another thing that bothered me from the very beginning with this, And I originally thought, well, maybe it's just me. When I was Lily's age, yeah, I can remember digging with a friend or hunting with a friend for snails. I can remember digging for worms with friends. And I can remember when I was a few years older than that, catching skinks with friends. If you don't know what a skink is, they're really tiny lizards that you find here in Australia. But centipedes? Nah. They really wigged me out. I didn't like centipedes because they had all those legs. They looked like scary critters that you would not want to touch. So when she's talking about him digging for worms and centipedes, my first reaction was to cringe a little bit, the thought of touching a centipede and the thought of a child touching a centipede. And I thought, okay, well, these kids are, outdoors kids. They clearly enjoy digging around in the dirt and finding bugs and stuff. And you heard that from Daniel even saying that they do everything together. They'll dig for bugs together. So I thought, okay, we'll just shelve that. Don't worry about that. But then going through the rest of the Facebook audio that I was able to get hold of from Janie, there was some more audio about this particular period in time. And it changed my perception. So let's keep going.
Jack and Lily were right out here by the playhouse. If you look at the Google map between the playhouse and the woodshed where the swings are, they were out there looking for worms and centipedes. Because when I opened up the door, Jack said, look, I found a worm, I found a centipede. I said, good boy. I said, you keep looking.
Now, the story hasn't changed all that much there, except that she gives a more specific location. Now it's not just beside the little playhouse, but it's in the spot where the swings are, between the playhouse and the woodshed. But we know from the photos that there's no way he could have been digging for worms there because there was a massive wood pile there. So he would not have found worms. And alongside the wood pile, between the shed and the wood pile, obviously that bit of ground is all compacted down from people walking over it. You're not going to dig up that part of the ground that's so heavily compacted and find any worms there, especially not anywhere near the surface, because by the time you compact it that hard, then you don't get a lot of moisture going in, meaning you would have to dig a hell of a long way down to find worms. And of course there's no plants there, there's no grass or anything. There wouldn't be anything for the worms to eat there. So interesting that she claims he was digging for worms in that location because it seems utterly impossible. Now in this retelling, Lily gets to feature a little bit more. They were both in that location. They were digging for worms and centipedes. But then we revert back to Jack. Jack said, look what I found. What's really interesting about that narrative is that from what we've heard, Lily was the more rambunctious of the two, the more lively, probably the one who's more likely to get excited and say, look what I found. We know that Jack's the one that loves worms and centipedes and bugs, but if they were both participating in this activity, then you would think Lily would have had some input in this conversation also. Maybe she found one of the worms, maybe Jack found the centipede. Don't know, but I can't see from what we know of Lily of her being overly silent in this kind of conversation. She would have had to have her say. But according to Janie, Lily was just a silent observer there on the sidelines.
Thursday when I opened up the door, Jack and Lily were right beside the playhouse looking for worms under a board. Jack said to me, look, Granny, I found a worm, I found a centipede. I said, good boy, you keep looking.
Okay, so now they're not actually digging for worms, they're searching under a board for worms. Still, Jack is in the lead role here. Lily's just on the periphery, doing absolutely nothing. Well, it's problematic that she's claiming that they're searching under a board when she said they were digging before. First of all, she said the location they were was between the playhouse and the woodshed, which, according to the official narrative, is where they were swinging on the Friday morning, meaning that it was that nice, clear area where she showed us on the camera, which we know is not the case. There was a massive wood pile there. And a pile of wood, that's not boards, that's wood. So the story has changed. And it sounds like the location of the story has changed. Because it was a wood pile, it wasn't boards. And you're not going to pick up a piece of wood from the top of that pile and find a worm in that location, are you? The only way you're going to find a worm under a piece of wood is if that piece of wood is actually on the ground and it is damp underneath. The fact that you've got this huge change to the narrative, and it is a huge change, going from digging for worms to looking under a board for worms, given that the location where they're supposedly doing it had this massive effing wood pile where you wouldn't have been able to dig and you wouldn't have had any boards that were ground level that didn't have a pile of wood on top of them. So it's definitely problematic. It makes me think it didn't happen. Anyway, let's keep listening.
He was a curious little boy. That's all he would do all day. When he was outside was sit and turn boards over or rocks over looking for bugs and worms. Lily, she was a Miss Prim girl, as I would say, if that's what you call it. I guess they call her a diva or whatever, but to me, Miss Prim. Because whenever she would get her clothes dirty, she would go in and change her clothes. I never knew what that girl was going to come out in.
Well, that throws a spanner in the works. First of all, apparently all Jack ever does is turn over rocks and bits of wood looking for worms and stuff, even though apparently these two play together all the time and are always on the swings. But on top of that, we're now being told, in a way that makes it pretty clear that she really does not like Lily, that Lily's a bit of a princess in that she doesn't like getting her clothes dirty. And if she gets her clothes dirty, she's going to go inside and change into clean clothes. Why is that problematic? Well, if you're searching for worms and bugs and stuff like that, then you're going to be crawling around on the ground. And if it's wet enough for you to find worms, it's wet enough for your clothes to get muddy. Even if it's not wet and you can't find worms and you're crawling around on the ground looking for worms and bugs, your clothes are still going to get dirty. And if you are such a prim and proper princess, are you really going to be crawling around in the dirt getting your clothes dirty? Because essentially what we're being told here is that she doesn't like to get dirty. So that pretty much rules out the possibility of her and Jack together digging for worms, or looking under bits of wood or under rocks for worms, whichever story you choose to adopt. Now you could say, well, okay, maybe Lily was just watching Jack while he was digging for worms and bugs, and she was just standing there watching him. Like I said, Lily comes across as a bit of a live wire. I'm guessing that if it's an activity that she can't participate in, she's not going to just sit there and watch.
If a bug got around her, she would scream, there's a bug, there's a bug. And she would go running in the house because there was a bug. Jack would just say, where's the bug, where's the bug?
Okay, well, things are becoming even more problematic. Because after telling us that Lily and Jack on the Thursday afternoon were both digging for worms and centipedes, and Lily was apparently there while Jack was holding a centipede and saying, look, I've got a worm, I've got a centipede. But now she's telling us that Lily was afraid of bugs. She was afraid of flies, and she would run in the house. Remember what I was saying earlier on? How when I was younger, I found centipedes to be one of the scariest insects or critters because they've got so many legs. So if she's scared of bugs, you can bet she's scared of centipedes. And if seeing just your average bug is enough to send her running into the house, would she really be calmly sitting there while Jack is showing off the centipede that he found? It doesn't seem likely.
Lily is scared of bugs and spiders. The opposite of Jack. When I see them out here in the yard and there's a fly or a bug or something, if Jack gives her one of her bugs, she goes, I don't want that. Or worms. She won't touch worms. She won't touch bugs at all. She gets scared of them. She runs in the house when there's a fly or something around her. So I can't see them going in the woods with bugs and flies and... No.
They say that you've got to have a good memory to be a good liar. Seems that Janie hasn't got a good memory because she's come up with this reason for why they would not have gone into the woods. Lily doesn't even like worms. If Jack finds a worm and tries to give it to her, she's going to get upset. She doesn't like bugs and things. She's going to scream and run back into the house. Well, good one, because while trying to establish that this is the reason why they would never go into the woods, you've also just destroyed your own story of Lily and Jack together digging for worms and finding a centipede and having worms. Because based on what you're saying there, Lily wouldn't have been within a bull's roar of worms or centipedes. So what actually was happening on that Thursday afternoon, Janie? Because we know that, first of all, the location is impossible. They could not have been in that spot between the cubby house and the woodshed digging for worms or turning over a board and looking for a worm and a centipede. Why is it that Lily is just an add-on in each one of those stories with absolutely no part in the narrative whatsoever? And why are you claiming that they're participating in an activity that clearly Lily wouldn't have a bar of? I'm curious, I would like to know. So on that note, thanks for listening. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Of course, also please hit that like button and leave a comment below because YouTube loves it when you do that. It helps get my videos out there into the algorithm. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I begin to wonder